What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Batman vs. Robin issue number 2. And what we have seen so far is DC's magical world been turned upside down. This is all because of the demon known as Nezha being resurrected by Mother Soul, the mother of Ra's al Ghul, grandmother to Damian Wayne. And with this demon emerging up into the realm of the world, he is taking control of many magical individuals. He is also taking control of Damian Wayne. And if all of that isn't enough, we have seen the return of Alfred Pennyworth showing up at Batman's door. Bruce Wayne finds himself on a mad dash to figure out what is going on and what has control over Damian. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright, so as we dive into issue number 2, we are picking up with two individuals. We have Tanarak and Jinx. They currently find themselves down in Atlantis. They find themselves at the tomb of Arion, a very ancient champion of Atlantis. They have come down here for the demon Nezha. They have come looking for the mystic gem, the portal to the dark worlds. And while these two are met with heavy resistance, with the snap of a finger, our Atlanteans cannot breathe. They are taken out of the battle before anybody even throws a real blow. And with their mission being complete, they head back to Mother Soul, meeting up with individuals like Zor and Clarion. These two, they have stolen the cloak from Ragman. They have taken his soul suit and they peeled it directly off of his body. And I gotta say, poor Ragman, he has been through the ringer lately. That poor guy simply cannot catch a break. But that is when Mother Soul comes into the room, lets them know that the devil has asked for his bounty, taking us over to the devil himself. Currently sitting before him, we have Black Alice. And Black Alice, she is a very unique individual. In fact, Mother Soul and all of them, they needed her for any of this to actually work. She is a living conduit of eldritch force. She has the ability to drain magical objects and transfer that magic into something else. This is why Mother Soul has these people out here looking for what they call bounties, looking for magical items across the world, all so she can drain them of their magic and put them into an object that the devil would like to use. That object, of course, is the Helm of Fate. And Black Alice, she tries to resist. She tries to let them know that it hurts too much to do this. But the devil does not care, letting her know that if she will not do it willingly, then he will force her to do so. As she transfers the magic from Ragman's cloak into the Helm of Fate. In the background, we have Damian Wayne watching. Mother Soul letting him know that there is no need to hide here in the back. But he is not hiding. He is simply distancing himself from everything that is going on. Even under the control of this demon, Damian still doesn't care for the suffering, not even sure if her pain is actually necessary. But Mother Soul enlightens him that they all have their roles to play. Damian Wayne, most importantly, because his efforts, they need to be concentrated on slaying the detective. But that is what takes us over to Kentucky. We have our magician known as Felix. His powers are currently going haywire. And Batman is here trying to restrain him, trying to stop him, trying to make him go unconscious so that he can help him. He is currently reliving an old attack on the Justice League. He is going out of control, and Batman refuses to let him die, getting him to the point where he passes out and giving him some sedatives. This takes him out of play, at least temporarily. This is when the ground begins to crack. As it cracks open, we see a house emerging out of it, this being the House of Secrets. This is where Zatanna had sent them. As they approach the house to do some investigation, this is where they run into Abel. He is the caretaker of this home, and he is letting Batman know that all your questions, they can be answered. But he does warn him that anybody who enters the House of Secrets, they eventually learn things about themselves that they would have never wanted to learn. But this is when Batman and Alfred, they begin investigating. Looking around the house, they go into the first room. Going in here, it looks like they fell into a trap. Not really sure what is going on. Some illusions in front of them begin to take form. And what it is Lazarus Island. The Lazarus Tournament. Damian Wayne and all of his friends versus the demon. Off to the side, we see Mother Soul. At this point, Batman doesn't know who she is, but he does have an idea of what is going on. Damian had told him about the tournament, very loosely, not a lot of details. He definitely left out the part where they faced off against a giant demon and literally decapitated him. And so with Damian and his friends defeating the Lazarus demon, Mother Soul absolutely loses it. Batman and Alfred listening to this conversation, this is where he learns the truth. He learns that this is Damian's great-grandmother. That is when the illusions begin to fade away, and Batman finds himself on Lazarus Island. He believes this place looks very familiar to him, almost like a place that he has seen before, but he is having trouble trying to figure out exactly when he saw this place. This is when tiny Lazarus demons start climbing all over him and Alfred, with Batman being able to find a way out. They exit this room and they find themselves back in the House of Secrets. And instead of Abel greeting them this time, we have Cain, letting him know that he is going to be taking over their tour guide. And he points them to door number 2. As they go inside, they have a skeleton who is letting them know that the show is about to begin. They are the guests of honor. And Batman already understands that this is all more or less an illusion, a dream, and he's not really sure what they can do to get out of it at this point. But Batman is very much losing his patience. But they sit down, they watch the play. The play being Mother Soul and having the Lazarus demon's head. And while it is a huge disappointment that the demon has fallen, she has been on this island for such a very long time. She knows the Lazarus resin better than anybody else. She knows its properties and she knows its history. She knows how it was refined from a Chinese elixir of resurrection and immortality millennia ago, from the blood and tears of a grieving father. This is the origin of Lazarus Pits, something that Batman and Alfred are hearing for the very first time, believing that the blood connection between the resin and the demon, it may be powerful enough to release the devil that she wants to let out. But there needs to be somebody that wields the key. That is where Damian comes into play. Mother Soul taking this key, giving it to one of her little followers, and letting them know to place this somewhere where Damian will find it. This is when Lazarus resin begins to fill up the theater, filling up quickly, rushing in like hurricane waves. They find themselves drowning in Lazarus resin. That, of course, is until they wake up at the House of Secrets. And while they are also getting answers, they are left with only more questions. With Bruce Wayne just being over everything that is going on, he knows that he needs to find Mother Soul, to find out what she did to Damian. And he is going to figure this out even if he has to burn down this entire home. This is when he is greeted by Cynthia and the sisters Mildred and Mordred, letting him know that his time is running out. They are approaching the witching hour. Cynthia quickly taking the form of Talia al Ghul. Batman knows that this is not her. He knows this is just another illusion. That is when she dumps them into their next vision. This vision is Damian Wayne making his way through the tunnels and cave systems of Lazarus Island, wielding the key from Mother Soul in his hand, not knowing exactly what it is, knowing that it is drawing him down here. It is pulling him towards something. That is when he finds the giant doorway. As he gets close to it, we see the key react. Green electricity starts flowing through the walls. This is when Batman remembers. He knows this tomb. He knows this island, and he knows exactly who is behind that door. With a giant explosion, we see the devil arrive. Batman letting us know that years ago, which we saw in Batman and Superman World's Finest issue number 3, I believe, Batman and Superman had imprisoned the devil here, barely being able to take him down. They trapped him here on this island, buried the deadliest magical warrior who has ever lived, a being that is thousands of years old and incapable of enslaving the world. This is the devil Nezha. As he approaches Damian Wayne, he can sense his bloodline. He knows that this is the son of the man who prisoned him. For him, this is perfect. There is nothing more fitting than using a weapon against Batman, that weapon being his very own son, taking control of Damian Wayne. It is only a matter of seconds before Damian Wayne is under the control of the devil. This is when the unexpected happens. Damian shoots both Alfred and Batman. This is supposed to be an illusion. This is supposed to all be fake, all just illuminating something from the House of Secrets. The truth is, this has all been manipulated by Damian Wayne. Cain, Abel, Cynthia, they've all been under the control of Damian Wayne. The house goes crashing down. Flames climb up the walls, letting his father know, now you truly understand the forces that you are up against, that he is out of his depth. He is out of hope, that it would be so much easier if you just lay down and die. Returning from this adventure, Mother Soul is wondering why he left him alive. But Damian was only trying to do one thing. He was trying to rattle Batman's spirits. He delivered his message. He knows his father, and he knows what he is going to do next. This is when Mother Soul bestows a gift upon Robin, the ultimate symbol of ascension of Damian Wayne into his destined birthright. We see him as the Caped Crusader, as the Dark Knight. He has taken on the role of Batman. And what is a Batman without all of his Robins? And picking up outside the House of Secrets, as it sits in a blaze, we have Batman and Alfred trying to figure out what their next step is going to be. All he knows is that he is going to find Damian. He is going to save him, and they are going to topple the devil and Mother Soul, not wanting to bring Superman into the mix. Too afraid that the devil may take over Superman, and that's a whole other fight on its own. He believes that he is cordoning off everything right now, right here. But what he doesn't know is that Alfred, as he casts a shadow on the ground, we see that it is the devil's shadow. This is alluding to the fact that this may not actually be Alfred. This could just be yet another trick, a magical ruse put out by the devil, a backup contingency plan, just in case Damian fails. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is actually a lot of fun. I am very excited about this series. That twist at the end, we expected something of that nature. Alfred just showing up at Bruce Wayne's front door. We could only assume that there was something nefarious going on. And now we see it. Alfred is not actually resurrected. This is simply the devil taking his form, a magical illusion created to throw Batman off his game, using everything he loves and cares about, using it all against him. From Dick Grayson to Red Hood to Damian Wayne, all the way to Alfred. The magical community is in dismay. They are being hunted across the globe, magical items being stolen, everything being dumped into the helm of fate. With enough magical power, the devil could easily take over the world and there would be nobody to stop him. I do get the little feeling that maybe Damian Wayne is fighting back in some way. He had the opportunity to kill his father and end it right then and there, but he didn't, which makes me think that somewhere inside Damian Wayne, there is still that sliver of Damian, that he is trying to send messages to Batman, subtly and under the radar. His appetite for not wanting to see somebody suffer also makes me believe this is true, that even being under the control of the devil himself, Damian is still in there. The only question, how is Batman going to save the day? How is he going to bring down the devil and save his children? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on thus far. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers from $1 to $50, loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you are unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.